Hello, everybody, and welcome to Simon Says, role-playing one-shots adventure, DM'd by our beautiful Chippendale over here. And today we have with us two awesome mods from Koibu Chat. And let's start with Carl. Tell us something about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a Swedish boy, I guess you can say. Yeah, I'm not that interesting, but this will be my first time playing Pathfinder, or yeah, D&D. So, I'm pretty hyped.
Well, one-shots is not the best idea. Do not
Yeah.
do not get attached to your character. And last but not least, we have Kyle.
Hi guys. What is this? Been playing for a little bit for Pathfinder, but it's probably like second time on stream. And yeah, excited for Simon to kill us all.
Okay, and I think that's my cue to say, Simon.
Right you are. So, hello guys. Hope you're excited, as I am. So, these three adventurers are basically owing a guy a favor that they have to repay. And the guy in question is a halfling called Andwise. You know what? I think I'll let the players actually tell me a little about themselves and what kind of favor they owe him, and we'll see. So Kyle, why don't you tell me a little bit about your character?
Alright, so I'm playing a cleric of Liliana, and his name is Aiden Greencreed. And basically he owes a favor because he used to be in some bad things and the guy helped him get out of it. And now he's kind of turned back to the church.
Cool. Chucky?
Well, my character is a female monk named Arhato Nisame, sorry. And she was basically just a, you know what, like people didn't want their children, they just left them at the church door. That's basically what happened to her. And she was not raised as a normal child. She was raised in the arts of combat and was transformed into a weapon by her masters. And
Cool.
she's basically, if you guys have seen, give a couple of references, I forget the name, the green skin guy from Mass Effect 2, that kind of, they are the ideology of him, or the assassin guy from Serenity, the movie out of Firefly. So that's kind of the idea of the character. And at a certain point, she was sent on a suicide mission, which she accepted. And this halfling saved her life in one way or the other. And in her idea, yes, Fane. Fane is the name of the guy from Mass Effect 2. Thank you. And in her idea, she owes him her life and all a favor. Whatever he asks, she will perform. That's about it.
Okay. Alright, good. Carl, you
Yeah.
said you're... Yeah. Oh, tell me about you.
Yeah, my character is supposed to be a mercenary. Pretty high-ranking, but never really in charge of anything. He's just more of an do guy instead of an leading guy or something. But yeah, he was pretty favored by the chief in the mercenary camp. So, but one day the leader became insane and started sending people on suicide missions, and Tywin Steele decided to get out, but yeah, these guys had a history of tracking down deserters and killing them on the spot. So the favor I asked about is to get out.
So he helped you basically to break your chains of this madman. Alright, so we have basically two guys who owe their lives to this man, and we have well, I guess 3 since with Kyle turning to the church. Did you say were you a religious guy before you turned to?
No, you can say he was like in a lot of trouble before, and then the guy helped him kind of get away from those kind of people.
Cool. So you all had like life-changing experiences, basically.
Yep.
In some way or another. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about Andwise, because you all separately got to know him over the course of perhaps a couple of years, I'd say. He's a middle-aged halfling, at least by now. And he's a bit of a jack of all trades, you could say. Many call him a Samaritan, a guy who an altruist who doesn't really think of himself too much. He likes to help people out in a pinch. Recently he's been tasked by the Dwarven King and the Archaeologist Guild to inspect and extract different artifacts from an old Dwarven kingdom, basically. An old Dwarven, you could say, stronghold that resides in the mountains, the northwest of the kingdom. And Andwise gathered you free as a because he's been more or less keeping in contact with you separately. You didn't know each other before this, but he's been keeping contact with you, and he asked you to accompany the Archaeologist Guild to help them if there's anything down there, because there's basically the Dwarven kingdom is more of a tomb. It's been abandoned for maybe centuries. So, and he wants people he can trust to get down there and help out if there's any complications. And he's been the king himself has been generous enough to offer favor and fame to those who can help this task. So, and he's your middleman. Andwise is your middleman, basically. And I think we shall go to the point where you all arrive in a town. Let's see, called Avera, which is basically on the kind of the outskirts of the mountain range where the old dwarven tomb is supposed to. Well, I say tomb loosely, but it's more like a big dwarven stronghold, but more like what do you call it? Like a kingdom of old. A kingdom of old.
Alright, so like a desolate place, or like abandoned city or something of the sort.
It's actually more like it's been recently rediscovered. Basically, they have the intel that's been shared is that it's the entrance to the place has been lost for a long time, and recently people have been excavating and trying to find a way in. And but who knows what lingers in there after so long. He wants people that can escort these able archaeologists to keep them safe.
Okay, so that sounds good.
Yeah. Andwise will not be joining you on this journey. He will stand behind and the journey itself. I think, did you all have horses? I think you did, right? Did you, Kyle? You have a horse?
I think I can afford one. It's like, yeah, I can get one.
Do you have money left?
A little bit.
Okay, well, you can have a horse. I mean, if you had money left, I was just gonna say that.
I mean, what's your race? What race are you?
Elf.
He could, like, I'm a female, kind of swim, and he's an elf. We could double
By
ride
the way,
a light horse.
For everyone to know, Shaka's character is anorexic.
A
By the
bit,
way,
yeah. She is 180 meters, using meters because I'm better in meters than in feet. Still don't understand those good.
that's
And-
6 feet, by the way.
Yeah, 6 feet and 55 kilograms.
That's like 100. What's like 100 pounds or something? I don't know. No, maybe like 120 pounds. So she's definitely underweight.
Yeah, she's
But I
basically all
guess-
muscle.
Yeah.
And very slim.
That's not. No.
That's
Like your arms are like the size of my 2 fingers or something. I don't know.
oh come on, that's a bit too
Almost.
much.
Almost. It's okay though. I mean, the journey itself took about 1 to 2 weeks, and by that time you could get to know each other.
Sure.
You arrive in Avera, which is a dwarvish settlement. So the town itself is mostly like immersed into the mountain, but like there's like bits of it sticking out on the surface, but most of it is underground or in mountains. Let's say. And we shall, I think, we will go to the meeting place, an inn in the dwarven settlement, where you meet, one of the head archaeologists, and we'll go from there. His name is, it's a gnome.
He's a
His
gnome.
name is a gnome with a white-haired, kind of like a thin mustache. Let's see, I have his name somewhere. His name is Frizzle Flame Tinker.
Oh goodness.
What did you expect from a gnome?
I mean, nothing less, I suppose.
Okay, well I guess
Hey,
he.
you are. Yeah, you can say that you are in his, in one of his, one of the lounge or something. You're just talking with him. Now.
Nah, they would be doing most of the talking, I guess.
The
Okay.
other ones.
So I keep a small flower, a potted flower with me that I talk to.
Okay, that's very interesting. Have you named your flower?
I call him Benjamin. He doesn't talk much, but he likes to listen to me.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
So, Frizzle says, greetings. I guess you're here from Anweiss. Your Anweiss is friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I nod my head.
Well met.
Well met.
So I understand you will be joining us due tomorrow for the great excavation.
Let's just go now.
No, it's quite late. I assure you. It is actually they're at an inn, so it's getting
Oh, okay.
dark. So you can't. He starts to ask a couple of things like general banter. Is there anything? I mean, you're at an inn. You can order drinks. You can have a good time. You can just Carl, your dog was not allowed in.
I try to sneak it in if I take it in either way. To my room at least. So yeah, and if they stop me, I'll try to just push them away.
Interesting. I would advise him that his I would advise my party member that is very.
So one of the bouncers come up to you, like a dwarven bouncer comes. "Ah! Hey lad, you cannot bring your canine into here."
Wait.
I'll just stare him right in the eyes, and I'll say, "I'll suggest you to not fuck with me. If you, I'm in charge of the security in the excavation. So, if you want that excavation, I'll just leave."
Okay. Can you roll me a d20? Just a
Intimidation or anything?
no, just a flat d20.
Oh.
Roll
Oh.
5.
Wasn't good.
a 5. Okay. He is not intimidated by you in the slightest. He says, "No, the dog cannot come in here. Either way."
I will try and advise my party member that what he is doing is highly inappropriate, and he should stop this course of action, unless he will get us all in trouble. And that kind of fancy words.
I'll just take him where the to
Yeah, but you can keep it in. I mean, you can keep it in the stables by the horses. I mean, they have a little.
yeah.
It can be. It's not gonna get cold or anything. It's in the mountains, so you can bring out whatever food you want in later. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Just take them out, and there's like nothing else. Like they won't like be angry with you or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a dwarven town. Is Chucky the tallest person?
Chucky probably has to like lean over sometimes when he has to go out the door. Like
So.
I don't know, Metro. How tall are you? How tall is you?
I guess average 180.
So we're kind of the same age. We're kind of the same height.
Same
Me
height.
and
what about you?
Tywin Steele.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all pretty.
Well, besides that, I'm gonna be ordering myself a cup of warm milk, and then I'm gonna sit down. And the only question that I'm gonna ask this halfling is, "What are we looking for?" No, sorry. What are we looking for?
He says, "Well, recently we've been having some really good progress. We have, think we have discovered the entrance to Fort Ball, but we are still a bit a ways to open. I think there's a door, some mechanism, but there's still some rubble that needs to be cleared. It should be cleared by tomorrow."
I nod my head, and then I continue silently sipping my warm milk.
Yeah, you got some goat milk or something. The dwarven innkeeper kind of like look at you weirdly, but no, just scoffs and disregard that you being of elven descent or something.
Nah, it's kind of obvious. I'm a monk if he knows what a monk is, but yeah, I mean, he can think whatever. I do have a monk's outfit on me.
I mean, yeah, but the innkeeper doesn't necessarily know that you're a monk per se. I mean,
monk in the idea of monk's outfit. The monks are pretty. I mean, they're not necessarily common, but they're not uncommon as well.
Yeah. If there's really nothing else you guys want to do for now, you can just tuck in for the night.
Nope, just talking to the dwarves about planting things and how to water things correctly and till the soil and stuff.
Okay, they're more interested in talking about mining and ores and geology.
Yeah, I keep going back to the subject though.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, that's cool, but you can plant this and.
You know that plants can break through rock.
It's very important.
Yeah, I mean,
and,
you said I won't be saying anything else. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I will go and take the strongest drink and just sit in a corner.
Okay. The strongest drink is
Constitution.
probably some kind of like
Dwarven
homebrewed stuff.
spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah, like homebrewed dwarven like spirits.
You picked the wrong place to try and drink, my friend.
How about you do me a fortitude check?
Oh goodness.
Okay, what is...
See how drunk you become.
It's on your character sheet. Fortitude is a constitution
Yeah.
skill.
D20 plus 6 can,
Yeah.
I guess.
20 plus 6.
Oh, you're probably fine.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
probably fine.
You take it like a champ. You're not even. You feel like maybe like a slight buzz, but that's like, it's nothing. Some dwarves are impressed with you.
Before we go in, I would go out and kind of like stroll around this inn, get a view of the land.
Okay, it's like pretty much mountainous area, mostly like around here. You're kind of like on the edge of a mountain range into the mountain. It's a couple of trees. It's more like temperate forests are not really in this area. Like there's some couple of trees. They're like some bushes, but mostly hilly mountainous area.
Got it. After I take the view in, I go and tuck myself in for the night. That's about what I intend to do.
Okay, so let's cut to next morning. All wake up, and I'm assuming you eat breakfast, and otherwise you eat breakfast and then you leave with this first.
Yep. You go find that little gnome.
Easily. I mean, you're staying at the same place, so easily. So the archaeology guild is all staying in the same place.
Okay.
And you can eat breakfast and leave. They say that it's probably like a day's almost like a day's walk though. So
I mean, we have horses, so.
Yeah. Yeah, but they have like carriages and stuff, like, because they have to bring
I got it.
weapons, they don't really want to leave all that stuff just hanging around. I mean, some things can be left, but you never know if there are scavengers in the mountains.
Okay.
So it takes about a day with a carriage to get to the place.
Nothing on the road?
It seems it's a pretty peaceful trip there.
So
it becomes,
as we're traveling, I'm gonna just like point out certain plants and animals and stuff and talk about them a little bit.
Sure, it's not too much wildlife around, but you can spot like oh look, there's a mountain goat over there. Very interesting.
I used to ride those when I was a little boy.
They're like, murmur, banter. It's around. You leave at the crack of dawn, so it's around. Let's say six o'clock in the evening, and it's not quite yet started to darken, but we are approaching autumn, so
Okay.
And they start taking out their things, their pickaxes and whatnot, and they start getting to it.
Okay. When we are sure that this is where they start working, I'd tell the party that I'm going to scout around. If they want to join, they're free to do it.
Sure, why not? Take a look around. Oh.
Yeah, I'll stay with the ones with the pickaxes and stuff.
Okay. So me and what's your name, Carl, again? Aiden, Green Creek.
Aiden.
I'm gonna scout around.
Ooh, map change.
Oh, where are we?
Somewhere.
Ping us.
They're about in this area.
Oh, in that area. Okay. So yeah, I would just scout around to see if
Carriages.
we see anything interesting or out of the ordinary. Give us perception checks. Yeah, give you perception checks.
I mean, you take a time to look around.
Yeah.
And there's like nothing much. Like there's a chilly wind. You see some more mountain goats, basically, hopping around. You think you hear something at one point, but it just appears to be one of the dwarf's stomachs. You're like,
What the heck?
like, aye.
What is that?
And like a random dwarf appears from a bush.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
And one of the
drinking
miners-
last night didn't go well.
He's been like feeling sick and the whole trip.
Oh, dwarves.
Dwarves. We continue on winding around, and until we're needed. Yeah.
Yeah, so around 2 hours ish, you hear someone call from this direction that they get out and they say that they have come across what seems to be their suspicions were true. Like it seems to be some kind of door that leads into somewhere, basically.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess we go
They found
investigate it. Sorry, go
They
on.
think they found them. They think they found like an entrance into.
Cool. Guess we go wait for them to open up, or continue to wander around until they tell us it's open.
Yeah, like you stand around for a little bit. People go in and out, and after a while, Frizzle and a dwarf comes up to you, and they say it's well, Frizzle says, well, doors are open. It's seems to be a very large hallway. Got some people going in there right now, talking around a bit, but we would probably appreciate it if you followed with to
How big is the door?
You
Yeah.
have to have to walk in with them, like to see. Or you can ask them, I guess. It's
Yeah, I'm looking at the door. Like, how big is it? How big is the entrance?
no, you're not there.
Okay, yeah. I
It's
asked
like
him. I asked
it's
him how
like
big is the
you
door.
have to like go in. It kind of like extends into like a tunnel.
Okay.
You have to like go in.
Cool.
This way. They say it's approximately. They say that the tunnel. No, if you go in, it kind of gets like it gets smaller at some point. It kind of like widens out into a pretty big door that's like takes up 10 or 15, by 15 square.
It's getting dark by now, right?
It's getting pretty dark.
So I'm gonna ask them if they want to camp inside there, or they're gonna camp out here.
Probably, Crystal says, well, probably investigate some, but I think the major of the investigation probably best to leave left tomorrow. But we can poke around some.
Okay.
So there's probably in the guild itself, it's probably a couple of miners digging away. Some of them, which obviously dwarves, and Frizzle and the dwarf named. He introduces himself as Godric.
Godric.
He keeps he has a pickaxe, but he also has like a regular dwarven axe at his belt.
Okay.
And he seems to be wearing leather armor, and as well as a torch at his belt. It says that they will. He has been with the guild for a while, and he usually takes care of security.
Okay. I
Go with
nod at him politely and I say, lead the way.
so you go in. As I said before, it gets smaller before it gets bigger.
Alright, so we leave our horses outside.
You leave our horses with the carriage. One can take care of them.
Cool.
West wind stays outside.
Yeah.
I'll leave my little plant outside too, so I can get some sunlight.
Aww.
Yeah, but my dog is
Your
coming
dog,
with me. Yeah.
I make sure that the horse is nowhere near the plant. He doesn't
Yeah,
eat
I
it.
make sure of that. And I'll water the horses and all that too.
Do you water the plants?
Yeah, of course I water the plant.
Of course you do.
So I always keep it hydrated.
That's good. It's nature. What's up?
Gently pat the plant. I'll miss you, little buddy.
Let me just change because
Ooh,
dark.
darkness.
darkness.
And I think this is where we'll go into reveal area. Yep,
So
there we
yeah.
are.
here we're revealing, and the door let's see here, has been basically swung open, and people are about. And here is Tywin, hidden, Bite, and Chunky.
Chunky. It's not
Oh,
chunky. It's Nasime
Sure.
this game. Sit. Nasime this game. Yeah.
Let's see
No
next.
chunky. Chunky doesn't exist.
Let's pronounce.
Ooh, I got a name tag.
You can. You're lucky.
Let's fill in these students.
Okay, yeah. So I guess we go in. Do the dwarf and the
First of all goes. No, he's. Oh. I'll type in-
I take out a torch of my own, out of my pack, and light it up. Just so
Yep.
we have.
yeah, Bristle and Godric lights up their torches. There's only one no. Well. Comp.
Do you halfling? You might find more.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with halfling.
Yeah, you kind of need to know what you are searching for when you're searching for tokens on Roll20. I like how Nicolas Cage has been in this game.
He watches over us.
Yeah, he watches over us. He has breasted
go-
this one shot.
If we go with the sleeping one. Say that's it.
Spoilers, we're looking for the Declaration of Independence.
No,
That's what we're
false.
looking for, boys.
We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence
Exactly.
from the foreign dwarven empire.
Exactly.
That's called Dwarf Muika.
This is Godric.
Smaller?
It's a big dwarf. It's a very big dwarf.
Yeah.
It's actually do you always zoom like this so people can see it
You should probably zoom out.
I'm at 100%. It looks okay.
Like I said, don't treat this area as to scale, because some parts can be, but I'll help you. Otherwise, you can probably say it's 1.5, or twice as big.
Yeah, basically have it as like a base image, and then kind of don't
Yeah.
base our combat decision necessarily on them.
So you guys, marches in. Oh, sorry, I moved your token. Do you want any kind of order, because Godric is kind of in the.
I'll go behind the dwarf. I'm kind of keep a lead position, but not the one in front, completely in
Yep.
front.
Okay. You can all move your tokens. Yeah. You and Tywin, you can. God, you can. Right.
Yep.
So it seems to be opening up to what seems like a big hallway with pillars sticking up in
So do we see the glowing declaration yet? Or no.
kind of imagine kind of like the like Dwarven Kingdom, like the hallway where Smaug tried to, he got goldified, basically.
Sure.
Oh, interesting.
In some ways.
I was thinking of the ones in Moria. That's where my mind was.
Mhm.
Let your imagination flow.
Okay, so like big fucking hole that we can't even see the roof of.
Well, yeah, I mean it's like probably extends over to like your torches doesn't extend that far.
Okay, got it. And well, as the dwarf, lead the way.
He's never been there before. I mean, everyone kind of like, and there comes some kind of. I'm not gonna draw everything, but a couple of other dwarfs or gnomes come, with you and expect like, oh, nice stonework. Dwarfs maybe. Fine dwarven craft.
I look at Thistle and I say, we found a door. Now what?
Frizzle?
Yeah.
It says, we go and investigate if there's any passages. As he looks around, like, it seems to be leading off in here. In here. Like side passages. And this hallway seems to be extending, over there, like, so we could go in either way, either direction, whatever you want. There's a lot to explore, I'm sure.
How many people were with us?
It's, let's see now, 6 other diggers. Like, they like is standing around torches, like just admiring like the walls and some carvings on pillars.
Well, I suggest to Thistle that he leaves all of the non-combat people here, and everybody who is in charge of security should scout around before, to make sure that everything is safe for them to kind of check around or whatever they're doing.
First, kind of, I'm headmaster as well, so I think I'll stay and keep tabs on my guys. Godric, go and investigate with these people and see if you can find something else. Godric grumbles a bit, but he nods. Says, results. Don't you start over here or over there? I don't know. Just he seems to be,
So going up to the hallway,
he kind of seems to be excited to start, looking over the main room.
Sure. So like going up to the mouths of the entrances, what does it smell like down each passage?
Down each passage. It basically when you open the doors, like you have fresh wind, like you start streaming in. It's kind of around here, kind of like how do you explain, like
it's like musty kind of thing, right?
Yeah, musty, like
one thing
very good smell.
I want to go to either ends at the start of the passages where I know that our people haven't moved yet, and try and see if I can see any tracks or any sign of creature, human, dwarf, and so on that might have left behind while treading through here.
Okay. Are you making a perception check then?
Yes. Let me just check my stat again. That's session I got 4 with the 3 ranks normal. It's 7, and I get a 2 bonus from the skill phone. No, from the keen senses.
Roll it up.
Also roll 1d20 plus 9. That's 20.
20.
Mm-hmm.
You poke around a bit, and you come across in some parts, like in corners and stuff, there seems to be like droplets that seems to be dried feces, like pretty big in a way. Not like it didn't come from. It seems like it come maybe from a big dog or something.
Okay, I point this out to the dwarf, and then I nod to continue on, and to the party, of course. And
Hey, where do you go?
I would suggest going up here, but if they have another idea, I wouldn't be.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, too forcefully forcing.
The
Like,
droppings were from up here, right?
Yeah, like I
Okay.
thought it was like going over here since it was closer to over here.
Let's go.
So just to make sure, on the other side there were no droppings. Because I check
are you
on
looking
both
here
sides.
as well?
Yeah, I said I check on both sides.
Okay, then you have to roll, I think, again. Because,
Okay.
yeah, there's definitely shit over there as well.
There's definitely shit over there as well. Okay, so
Yeah. That's not very good.
how fresh is the shit? It's actually
Very
good.
it's dried shit.
It's dried shit. Is it like fossilized shit, or is it like couple of days dried shit?
If you if you touch it, it probably crumble.
Okay,
Like,
interesting. Just crumbling shit. Okay.
Do you put your hands in the shit?
No, I don't put my hands in the shit. I trust my DM completely. Yeah, I say
That was your
continue.
mistake.
Your hands are not stained.
I suggest continuing up north.
Okay, so you all move up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. As I said,
I would be wary as we go on, but that doesn't necessarily count as like I'm not like rogue checking for traps kind of thing. But I am not casually strolling.
no, you can be vigilant. That's fine.
I'm casually whistling as we walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thinking
Sounds
about
good.
plants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like, man, this would make a beautiful place for a greenhouse.
There's no sun.
So much air. We can make a skylight in there. It'd be great.
Yeah. So you come to like a hallway, which splits into 2 sections.
I mean, I guess we would
Yeah, you
check
can
each
just,
section before we.
Just check. You check around, and you go check right, and you quickly you see there's rubble in the way, and it seems as you get a closer inspection, it just seems like there was something here, but it has far long crumbled and probably take a while to get to get away.
Okay, got it.
In the other way.
Looking at the dog, is he sniffing anything?
He's probably, pretty disgusted by the musty smell, I guess. Like his sensitive nose probably picks up, even worse than you do. Like he's probably a bit uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we continue on.
Yeah, in this
going down
direction,
there.
you can see by the end, you can see in what seems to be like some sort of table. Like a long table.
Ooh, that's a big table. Stone, I guess.
Yeah. And you see stone, seems like it was chairs or whatever, and kind of you can make the what's it called, observation yourself, but Godric, points out that probably where people sat and had conference like in the old days, talking and just politics.
Cool. So going up to the table, is it still thick layers of dust, or is it pretty clean?
Yeah,
or
you can inspect it. Like you can just and like it's so much dust.
Okay.
And once
Besides his hand touch.
clean this up, he's gonna be having a.
Besides his handprint, any other? Well, it would be fairly obvious if somebody else had touched this and.
Yeah, it would be. It doesn't seem like you can go around and check, and except for more smell of shit, it doesn't seem like there's anything disturbing here in a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bats. Bad shit. That's what I think.
So sitting down in one of the stone chairs, how uncomfortable am I?
On a scale of 1 to 10, roll me a d20.
Okay.
You're an elf sitting on a
7.
dwarven
Really
chair.
uncomfortable in the stone chair. It
This-
does not.
This is terrible.
Yeah, it does
My
not.
knees hit the table, it's
acclimate your
horrible.
back very well at all.
And I put a hand on his shoulder and say, "Suggest you do not insult the craftsmanship of their ancestors. They might be offended, and that would just mean us spending even more time here, which is to no one's benefit."
Okay.
I've seen
But there's
very
nothing at the other end of the hallway, right?
Yeah, there's nothing like this is end. This is the whole room here.
And you can see like this, like rubble here as well, like blocking.
So, is this room pretty like flat, or is it like kind of sloped at all?
No, it's stone mostly. So it's like in different places. It's well, they probably try to make it as flat as possible. With stonemasons and all. Like in certain areas, they're probably a bit, going down a bit since the.
Sure. Okay.
So this is the extent of it. The walls are all around it. There's no other.
This seems to be the extent of the.
Interesting. I'd like to spend a quick let's look around the walls, corners, just like quick gander to see if is there something we missed.
Specifically right here.
Yeah, I mean you can look. I'm just looking all over the room, kind of like easily going, taking my time. There's nothing rushing us.
Yeah. If you go over there, I mean, you just see like there's stone crumbled over.
Oh, it's crumbled stone. Okay.
Yeah. Carl, anything you want to do?
What do you say?
Anything you'd like to do?
No, I'm just treating it as a bodyguard job and scanning close to the dwarf at all times.
Cool.
Okay, so do you want any perception checks from me and Aiden?
Sure. Get the perception checks.
Okay. So we have a +9 as well. I like that. Do you
That's
want?
pretty good.
Okay.
What did you roll to?
You can, after a look around, you can make sure that the only thing you see is like very interesting stone masonry, but it doesn't seem to be any particular things right here. What was left of value probably swiped a long time ago.
Okay. Well, I guess we go back and report to Frizzle Frame Tinker.
Flame Tinker.
Frame Tinker. Or Tinker or
Okay,
Finger?
we go back to Frizzle.
Yeah.
And they're still, in the process of just admiring stuff. It didn't take too long.
Yeah, I told them that the room is clear. And we can send people in there. And we're gonna go check the other side.
Okay.
I look at, back when I say we're gonna go check the other side, I kind of look back at my other
What did
party
you do?
members.
I just ran around. It's fine.
That's funny. You're like, wee! Pillars!
He actually face planted the pillar. One of the pillars there.
Yeah,
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Roll my d20 to see the face plant.
Did I?
No.
Let's see. 15.
No, you're clear.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You did not
As I
smash
said,
your
when I
nose
say let's look at the other side, I can look at the others as well to see if they have any reaction to this.
to what?
The others, I look at Tywin and Aiden to see if they have anything to say, anything to add.
I just have a blank face and just one.
Not really.
Yeah,
I'm kind of oogling and ogling at all the stone masonry and
yeah,
amazed that dwarves actually built this into a mountain.
yeah.
I used to live in a treehouse. We didn't see a lot of rocks.
Interesting. So I guess we continue on down.
Yeah.
I feel like this is, if anybody here is familiar with the Tomb of Horrors, this is how I feel like this is going. It's easily. And then he says, "You hear a big thrum, and the door shuts down behind you."
Oh.
Speaking of which, it caves in.
You all die.
I think that's his last plan. Like, if we actually kill his monsters through some irrational way, he's gonna cave in.
Cave in, game over. Bye, guys.
So you basically come to like a same thing here. That it splits into two, and you can look around a bit and make sure.
Yeah, I mean, same process, kind of.
Yeah, you can
around.
do the same process. Just cautiously look around, just like assuming that you're taking your sweet time doing this.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and
Godric, so here.
yeah, we follow Godric.
Yeah.
Go Godric. You're the first one to be gobbled up.
That's funny.
What do we see here?
Yeah. This seems to be some sort of statue. Like
Interesting.
it's like almost like half crumbled though, but it's definitely was some kind of dwarven either not maybe like a warrior
King,
or something.
warrior,
It's hard to. Yeah. No.
So
Godric
you can figure it out. Hmm.
Godric kind of looks at it for a bit and just
Familiar, I say.
Nah, some hot shot maybe. In the olden days, I don't know. I'm not much of a scholar.
With my random knowledges, would I be able to recognize it at all?
Your random knowledges.
I do have random knowledges.
Sure, you can do me a random knowledge check if you'd like.
Okay. 18.
18. Nah.
Okay.
You look at this and like
It's too
probably
random
some
for you.
maybe some general or some no. But it's hard to make out because the statues
Okay.
crumble.
Did you actually name your knowledge like that? Random?
No, I have like history and nobility.
Oh.
That's absolutely.
That should work. So, what else do we see here? I see more rubble over here.
Yeah, more rubble. Kind of peek in, you can see like
I mean,
it
we're
doesn't
already fully in the room.
Yeah. I mean, like you're behind the rubble.
Sure,
Like,
I'll look behind it.
It seems like it's not traversable, but if you there's like little cracks you can see, and you think there has been some kind of room here, like a small room. You look around, you see like in the same manner, like there's like cracked over rubbles where the roof has collapsed.
The roof collapsed in this room?
Not roof, like the part of the door and
Oh, okay.
Godric goes over and inspects. Kind of like you come over this. You do see some kind of. Here's where the it hasn't crumbled, and he inspects it. And he just runs to you and says that it was some kind of room where someone might have slept.
I take a quick gander inside.
Yep.
And it seems like he's running around
The
again.
like bed with like old cloths, like that might have been bed sheets. You don't know. It's like the dust is very heavy in this room.
I just check like for the luck of it. I check under the bed if there's anything under the bed.
There's a zombie
You
looking
find the boogie monster. It's been waiting for
Oh
you.
shit! Oh shit!
Roll for initiative.
Really?
No. But it would have been funny.
Yeah. So, anything under the bed, or is just me being paranoid?
No, there are no monsters under the bed.
I was actually looking for something that might have been hidden down there.
There's dust under the bed.
Dust under the bed. Too bad.
I should make a dust bunny.
Anything on this side of it? Continuing on, or
Yeah,
is that
it's a following here.
Yeah, you should use the reveal by like polygon reveal. It's easier than lazy
You can,
DM.
wait, you can point reveal? It's ridiculous.
You can polygon reveal. It's like click around and make a circle.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a one file kind of thing, so guess we go on.
Kinda. I mean, here you can be 2 and 2. It's fine.
Okay, we go.
Like I said,
further.
it's not to scale everywhere. So
Mhm.
Especially if the monk is only 100 pounds, she doesn't take up much space.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Oh my.
just squish her.
Mhm.
Squish. Can roll me a perception check as you go into the tunnel. The dwarf leads, but you can look over the dwarf. It's not hard. So I think Carl
Yeah.
can make a perception.
Okay.
But next to Carl can make a perception. I
Um,
guess you can make. Well, I guess
I'm
you can-
behind this dwarfy kind of guy, as I said
Okay.
before. By the
behind
way, one question. I think I nerfed myself. When you put a rank in one of your proficiency, one of your skills, you get 3 bonus to it when you use
Yeah.
it, don't you?
Only if it's a class skill.
Yeah.
It's a class skill. Okay, so it's actually I have actually an 11 in perception, not a 9. Wisdom 2, 4 ranks, 3 plus 2 keen senses. So I nerfed myself on that. You can just check it up to be sure.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah, perception is a class.
Good.
Either way, I don't think it's been affecting you.
Yeah, no, it just might be affecting me when, like,
Okay.
further on.
Yeah. Okay. Did you roll as well, Kyle?
Yeah, I got a 15.
So
Too busy
dwarf
whistling.
kind of stops and he hushes you, and both Tywin and Chunky
Nisame.
Nasim
Nisame.
Nisame.
Yep.
Okay. You hear some kind of light scratching noises coming from somewhere.
Did I hear it too? Or no?
With your 15, yeah, you're a little bit behind.
Okay.
But like you can see that people are stopping for something. Like,
God, I'll just say, why are we stopping?
God, I heard something.
I do this. I take 2 fingers and kind of like poke like this to his axe.